Hi, everyone. The final video series of the summer. We have reached it because fall camp is right around the corner as we conclude our series with the top most indispensable player for the Bison of 2017. I don't know if this is a repeat from last year, Kolpak, but I think Bison fans would not argue who we have as number one, and that's senior again for the fifth-year senior, number 49, and Nick DeLuca.
What do you say about Nick DeLuca? I was just drawing a blank there because I don't know where to start with this guy. Well, let's start with his career numbers. I mean, he has 255 career tackles coming into this season.
Okay.
He just needs 100 and he'll be in the top 5. Now, the leader is Rick Buddy.
Jim.
Right?
Jim Buddy.
Rick Buddy.
Is it? No, it's Rick Buddy. Yeah, you're right.
Rick Buddy. I know my Bison history. Rick Buddy, 398. Is that right?
Yes, 398.
Okay, I got a problem with statisticians. How do you get 398 when you don't make as many playoff games? But
he had 86 unassisted
so
tackles.
He breathed on a couple guys back in the day.
312
and they called it
assisted tackles, apparently.
There needs to be an investigation of those tackles in the 70s. Anyway, this guy is a big-time player. I think he's a second or third round pick. I think he has that kind of talent. I think you're going to see a lot of scouts be in the Fargo area watching practice and the Fargo Dome watching games. So and here's where he's really good.
This is remarkable. He did it with one arm, though, Kolpak. The Iowa game, of course, the pick six he had against Eastern Washington, everything he did after Charleston Southern hurt. He told us that. Everything that he did on the football field, including getting the shoulder popped back in its socket when he had this tackle here against Iowa, he was phenomenal in those 3 games, but you certainly notice, and Matt Plank did a more than admirable job after DeLuca went down. But there's a reason I think he's the best defensive player. He's going to win the Buchanan Award, I believe.
And he's going to play all over. Now, here's a guy I think who's going to play inside, and they can put him a little bit on the outside linebacker spot and really be a playmaker.
Boy, that could be scary. We've not seen him on the outside. Right.
Guy. Now, he has 6 career interceptions, which is fourth career active players coming back as a linebacker.
Which is crazy to think of that.
8 pass breakups. And this is a linebacker playing in the middle. Now, what happens when you put him out in the flank a little bit?
Scary, I think. I remember, you will as well, a lot of Bison fans will, the Sam Houston State playoff game in 2014 when the pass was way downfield, he picked it off, and he was running like a running back down the field. I think he got 35 yards before he got tripped up, but it happened even the day that Beck got hurt. He picked off a pass against Youngstown State. His ability to make plays in the open field.
His speed, and we saw it on special teams when he was a freshman.
Freshman year,
when he was one of the first guys down there, and you're going, okay, this guy, you're looking at the sheet going 6'3", and he's probably about 230, 235 then, and he's one of the first guys downfield. That speed is just uncoachable.
He was the gem of that 2013 class out of Omaha that I remember Craig Bowl and Chris Kleiman telling me, we don't know how Nebraska didn't get this guy. We got him, and it was a gold mine, obviously, for NDSU. And it's a bonus, Jeff, because they got him now for an extra year. You've talked about this, and I think somewhere down the line, I think they're going to see James Madison again. And that guy on the field can be a complete difference maker with Brian Shore at quarterback for JMU.
Well, before we talk about Brian Shore, I think we need to talk about
the Jets. Terry Christian, absolutely.
And you need to talk about Dallas Goedert. So you need to find, who can match up with Dallas Goedert? Maybe that's why they're shifting him a little bit to the outside early in the season.
Including and Eastern Washington probably as well. If you don't believe that Matt Plank can probably play that kind of game against Eastern that DeLuca
who are the Bison
can.
Not going to match up to Goddard? They have one guy.
That's it. And he wasn't on the field, obviously, in that game in October. You say second or third round pick, though, huh?
Well, yeah. I mean, mark it down, right? And bet your house mortgage
I would think that's probably a good bet if he stays healthy.
The fact that the Bison have proven with these draft picks over the years that these guys are making it, I think it really helps DeLuca's stock. Instead of maybe a 4th round pick, maybe he's a 3rd or 2nd, just because of the history of Marcus Williams, the history of Kyle Emanuel, and of course Carson Wentz.
Named to the Butkus Award watch list that goes to the top linebacker in the country. Not FCS. This is everybody. He was the only FCS guy out a year ago. He's one of 3 in 2017. So his name is out there. It's not just in the FCS ranks. College football people know how good this guy is. And I think he's due for a monster. I talked to him during spring ball. He's ready to go. I think he's inspired. I think he had football taken away from him for the first time in his life. And I think that alone is kind of getting him the desire to get back out on the football field.
Well, you don't know how bad you missed something until you're away.
Right.
And we've seen it before with players that have gone out for various reasons, for injuries, a time away. And when they come back, if healthy enough, boy, they put it all on the line.
There you go, folks. Our summer video series. We hopefully got
play
you.
Football.
We got you through.
Let's get to it.
The doldrums of the summer. Fall camp now right around the corner. Of course, we'll be there to cover it all. Thanks as always to our producer Ryan Babb. For Jeff Kolpeck, I'm Dom Izzo. The football season awaits. We'll see you next time.